Good morning, Bagby Barracudas. This is BNN for Monday, January 4th, 2021. And now it's time for Guess the Barracuda. This Barracuda teacher has two sons, a third grader and a seventh grader. Their favorite color is orange, and they love fish tacos, chips, and salsa. If you guessed, Miss Rowe, you're right.
Hi everybody, Mrs. Diaz here. I wanted to talk about another science experiment that we could do that is kind of perfect for the season that we're in. So what you'll need, some mini candy canes. Some of mine kind of broke on the way here, and that's okay. They should still work. Mini candy canes, glass cups or plastic cups, and if they don't have a top on them, then I would probably put some saran wrap. And then you'll need some vegetable oil. You'll need some plain white vinegar, and then water. And you'll also use a measuring cup. So what I did was first I took my candy canes and I put two little mini candy canes in each cup. And then I measured a cup of each liquid. So I measured on my measuring cup. I measured right there to this line, kind of right here. It's pretty tough to see, but right here. Half a cup. So I added half a cup of water with my two candy canes in one jar. In my second jar, I added vegetable oil, a half a cup of vegetable oil on top of my two candy canes. And then I did a half a cup of vinegar and my two candy canes. So I did this probably like 10 minutes ago, and I kind of thought this was going to take a little bit longer, and it was actually kind of quick. So, and what I did as well is I labeled each jar just so I could keep them straight between the water and the vinegar. So I have my jar with water. They're already starting to dissolve, and I put them in maybe 10 minutes ago. The water almost instantly turned pink. And you can see, if you see really closely, it's thinning out. So this is my original candy cane, and you can hardly see the candy cane. You can kind of see both in there, like at that angle. And then I put half a cup of vegetable oil. I labeled it just so I would be able to tell, and I put a top on it because I didn't know what was going to happen. And you can kind of see my candy canes are completely unaffected. And then vinegar was actually pretty cool. Here's my vinegar. So I just use an Expo marker to label it, and you can kind of see them right there on the bottom. But what's kind of cool, what it was doing earlier, very slowly, and I can kind of see it if I look really closely, you could see little bubbles that were kind of floating to the top. And usually bubbles are a telltale sign of a chemical reaction. So I had a little mini chemical reaction. I'm going to check on these tomorrow and see whether anything's changed. I have a feeling that my water candy canes are going to be completely dissolved, and I think my candy canes soaking in vinegar are also going to be completely dissolved. But we'll see when I come back to it tomorrow. All right, so I'm back. Sometimes experiments, you don't really know like how long they're going to take, what's going to happen. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer, so I started doing other stuff, and then I look, and they're completely dissolved. So I wanted to show you guys what happened. So and this is why it's nice to have, if you want to use like a Post-it to label them or something like that. But here's my water. Here, I'll hold it nice and close. There's no candy cane in there. If I turn it, nothing in there. Can't even see. The vegetable oil, there's nothing in there. Look at that, nothing. There's nothing happened. So the candy canes look exactly the same, not even dissolved. Here's the vinegar. So nothing's in there. If I could, let's see. If I look at the top of my liquid, there's some little bubbles on top of the liquid. Now they've just kind of dissolved, but there's little tiny bubbles. But if you look, the candy cane is completely gone. So you guys can try this. You can try water, vinegar, olive oil, lemon juice. I don't know. Try different liquids if you liked. But I used water, I used vegetable oil, and I used vinegar. And make sure that it's also okay with your parents. But have fun with the science experiment.
Mrs. Bacon here. I've got a joke for you. What do aliens like in their hot chocolate? Marshmallows, of course. Cheers, friends.
Go. Oh, hey, have you been reading for the readathon? If not, you better get going. I gotta go. I gotta find some gingerbread cookies.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode, and remember, Barracudas, choose kind.